Hello everyone, and welcome to day two of 5 Days to Love Your Body. I am just so inspired by those of you that showed up yesterday, shared that photo of yourself, got vulnerable, shared the reasons that you're choosing to love and appreciate your body that have nothing to do with your external appearance. I know that was a challenging exercise for some of you, and I want to acknowledge you for showing up and doing it anyways. This is such powerful work. And exciting news, I am announcing the prize winners from yesterday's challenge, yesterday's action step. So if you participated full out, which looked like posting that photo of yourself, sharing the 3 reasons why you're loving yourself outside, appreciating your body outside of your external appearance, and then commenting on and acknowledging other people in the group. That's what participating full out looked like yesterday. There were so many of you that did, wow. So I think over 30 of you really participated full out. Good morning, Donna. Thank you for tuning in live. And so really when somebody's winning these prizes, it has to be random selection because so many of you are just showing up for yourself. So these are random selection winners from all of you who participated full out yesterday. So little drum roll. So the free session with me goes to Sonia Rodriguez. And you're going to get an email from me. I'm going to actually probably reach out to you for your email, but yes, you are the winner, Sonia Rodriguez, of the free session with me for today. And Body Positive Power goes to Alicia Berzins. Yay! Congratulations to both of you. You are going to hear from me as soon as this video is over, and I will share with you how you can claim that prize. And there's still 5 days left of prizes, so don't worry if you didn't win today. There will be another opportunity for you to win a really awesome prize. So yesterday we did some body image work. And I mentioned that focusing on appreciation of the body and how it functions actually translates into intuitive eating behaviors and a healthy relationship with food. And why is that? Well, because when we are focusing on our external appearance, primarily our weight or our size, whether it's weight management or weight loss, when we're focusing on our external appearance, we are in the diet mentality, which creates restriction and deprivation and turmoil in our relationship with food. So let's talk about why that matters. Well, I'm going to take what's usually a 30 to 35 minute video for my online course participants and try to explain it in 5 minutes, so bear with me. So if you are here in the US, Thanksgiving was about 2-ish weeks ago. And now we are officially into the holiday season, right? And so I'm curious for you if you've ever felt like you have to earn your Thanksgiving meal, meaning that you needed to diet down or do an extra long workout in order to be able to deserve that meal. Or perhaps you've promised yourself that you would only have one piece of pie, and then when dessert time rolls around, you find yourself face first in the pumpkin pie, and you're feeling completely out of control. Or maybe you woke up the day after Thanksgiving with what we call a shame hangover, where you were so ashamed of everything that you ate yesterday, and you're just really beating yourself up over it. Yeah, if you've had any of those experiences, you are not alone. This is a very real manifestation of what's called diet culture. And it's important to start with diet culture because if you were born in the last 150 or so years, which most of you were, I'd assume, you were born into diet culture. It's something that we are all socialized into, and it's a system of beliefs that values weight and size and shape and physical characteristics of the body over health and enjoyment and well-being. And it keeps us reaching for every diet and lifestyle plan in an attempt to control or change our weight or our bodies. Yet, as you've likely heard me say thousands of times if you've been a part of this group for a while, that diets fail 98% of the time. And the short explanation for that is because restricting food causes our metabolisms to slow down, our energy levels to decrease, and actually increases cravings in our bodies. So we as human beings actually evolved to be acutely resistant to restriction and deprivation. Some of you might be thinking, well, I don't deprive myself, I never let myself go hungry, I eat enough calories. But we even experience restriction and deprivation really powerfully on a psychological level. So even the mere thought of I can't have that food can create erratic thoughts and compulsive behaviors around that food. Does that make sense? Good morning, Jody. Thank you for tuning in. So if diet culture is experienced at the societal level, right, it's something that we are all born into and socialized into, then the diet mentality is how we actually internalize diet culture as individuals. And the diet mentality is what more often than not informs our food choices. It tells us to make decisions for our body from a place of guilt and shame and scarcity, and it's the exact opposite of intuitive eating and being attuned to our bodies. The diet mentality robs us of our freedom around food. It can prevent us from exploring joy and variety and pleasure and satisfaction from our food, which is an incredibly important aspect of food, that we actually get to enjoy it. It actually gets to bring us pleasure, right? And it keeps us from being able to show up for the holiday season and really, in general, feeling totally just chill around the cheese platter or whatever the food is for you, right? The diet mentality means that even if we aren't actually on a diet, we're like a Weight Watch or something like a specific diet, even if we're not on a specific diet, we're actually still restricting in some way, right? We're still dieting. So, a quick side note to this. The diet mentality, I repeat, is not making modifications to one's diet because of food allergies or diagnosed medical conditions. Let that sink in for a minute, because I know that comes up a lot for people. Like, I have to make changes to my diet. I have to restrict because I have a diagnosed medical condition or food allergy. That's not what the diet mentality is. This is strictly coming from a place of weight loss, weight management, or trying to manipulate the body to fit into some conventional standard that's been given to us, right? And in some cases, it can actually lead to orthorexic behaviors. And for those of you that aren't familiar with what orthorexia is, it's the unhealthy obsession with healthy eating. A relationship with healthy eating that actually interferes with your ability to show up in your life. The good news is that a little bit of awareness around the diet mentality and tools to make a different choice, which we're going to talk about tomorrow, can lead to a really peaceful and really liberating relationship with food. So today, we're going to create awareness around the diet mentality, because I always say to my clients, if we don't create awareness around what the problem is, we can't actually create a new experience. So this is all about creating awareness. So here are some ways in which the diet mentality might show up for you. It might show up as counting, measuring, or weighing your food. Bartering with yourself. If I do this now, I can eat this later, or vice versa. If I eat this now, I have to eat this later. Assigning morality to food, so making foods good or bad. Following a specific diet, whether it's gluten-free or vegan or vegetarian or paleo or keto, for weight loss or weight management purposes, as opposed to for a diagnosed medical condition, social reasons, environmental reasons, religious reasons. Punishing oneself after a big meal. Last supper mentality, this is always a crowd pleaser, meaning that this is going to be my last quote unquote cheat meal or treat meal before going on my diet tomorrow. Avoiding certain foods, entire groups of foods entirely, so carbs or fat, and only eating at certain times of the day while also ignoring hunger signals. And there are so many more ways in which the diet mentality can show up, but this is something just to kind of get your juices flowing. So today's action step is to spend some time creating awareness around where the diet mentality might be showing up for you. And we're looking at this through the lens of curiosity and not judgment. So even if you have the healthiest relationship with food and you really feel at peace around food, I'll invite you to just bring in a little bit more curiosity. Where could you experience even more freedom? Where might there still be some rules and regulations and putting foods into categories of good and bad and placing morality on them? Where might that still be showing up for you? This is all about curiosity. Truthfully, like, it's so deeply ingrained, I still even find it in myself sometimes. I'm like, oh, whoa, that was a diet mentality thing. Okay, great, now I can choose to release that. So this is all about creating awareness. And your action steps. So your action steps, which will make you eligible for today's prize, is to spend a few minutes making a list of where the diet mentality might be showing up for you in your life, remembering curiosity and not judgment. And the proof for this is for you to either share one of the ways in which you know the diet mentality is showing up for you, or you can write about your thoughts and your experience with getting curious about the diet mentality. So just sharing what your experience was like. And then, of course, standing in solidarity and encouragement of at least 3 of your fellow participants in the Facebook group. So that might look like, hey, I've been there before, or I noticed that I was experiencing that too, or thank you for bringing that to light because now I can see that that was something I was struggling with as well. So those are your action steps in order for you to be eligible for today's prize, which is, of course, the free session with me and a gift that was generously donated by one of my colleagues, Elise Sparks. She is a personal trainer that helps people drop the guilt and shame around exercise and start feeling at peace in their bodies by moving in a way that builds flexibility, strength, and confidence. In the Sparks wellness style, getting fit isn't about pushing harder, it's about tuning in and listening to the body. And in this sneak peek from Lisa's signature program, so she's actually donating a sneak peek of her signature program, you'll get access to a full body 24-minute movement video that you can do anywhere at any time. So I think it's a really, really awesome prize, and it's totally in alignment with the work that we're doing about moving away from guilt and shame as it relates to our relationships with our bodies. It's so, so, so aligned. And that is it. So I'm looking forward to hearing and witnessing your takeaways and your action step in the Facebook group. Let me know how I can support you. I will be in the Facebook group throughout the day. I'm sending you all so much love, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah! Bye, everyone.